Finally got Mirage Fafnir before anybody else. This is actually really impressive. I got it from DHL Services. It's actually really good. Surprisingly, I've got this Beyblade before any other Beytuber has got it. It's not counting the ones that live in Japan. I actually got this one earlier than Zanki. So, which is a pretty big milestone. So, let's unbox this Mirage Fafnir. Here it is, the beautiful person, Free de la Hoya. You can see him on the box, really cool. Free de la Hoya. And it's basically saying, I can't read Japanese, but it's saying Mirage Fafnir, nothing to S. And there's basically this price tag chopped to it. Just gonna take this out. Beautiful. Now let's check the back. Here's Mirage Fafnir, the ring. Here's a Super King chip. This is a Super Ring, and that's the King chip, I think. That's Fafnir. That's a Fafnir chip. This is Mirage. It has a lot of rubber toward right beside it, and it kind of reminds me of Guys Fafnir. It has rubber all around it. It even has more than Wizard Fafnir, which is pretty good. As you can see here, it could do the Kyushu gimmick, which is basically absorb which is pretty obvious. It says absorb in Japanese. And there's also another mode aligned with the chassis. Here's Hyuga Hikaru. Very cool. Love it. And surprisingly, they put nothing. I actually don't have nothing in my collection, so it'll be a really good addition to my collection, because nothing is really hard to get, since Drained Fafnir costs like $50 on Amazon, and 2S is could be a great chassis. It's a double chassis, by the way. Now, I'm just really excited. Now let's open it. Beautiful Beyblade, beautiful. I am unboxing this thing in 3, 2, 1. The thing with Beyblade, where if they colored the chassis, means it's really, really rare, like the gold turbo system. You know how GT has gold turbo and all that, and you can see, and the Beyblade is basically all gold. Same thing with Beyblade, Beyblade vs. Sparking, but basically the colored chassis is the chassis is colored instead of metal. It'll be basically painted metal. So if we get a colored chassis, I'll freak out. Nope, it's not a colored chassis, but I don't care. It's really cool. Now just get this thing out. Here's the 2A chassis. Really, really big, and it has a lot of metal intoward. This is like the disc and fuse with the chassis. So there's like a single chassis where you can combine. There's basically the chip, the sparking chip, the super ring, and the chassis. But this one is a double chassis. It's basically disc and chassis fused together to make a double chassis. Really cool. It has 2 modes. Now, the part that I like the most, absorb nothing. I actually love the toy with this driver. I love it. I love how it goes like this. I love how it just pushes back and goes up, pushes back and pushes back. It's really, really cool. I love this driver. I actually prefer this one against Absorb. You know why? It's because it's satisfying. It's fun to play with. Instead of Absorb, it doesn't really click that much. It's not really that satisfying as nothing. And once you get it down, it's as satisfying than Absorb. Rage Longness is coming soon, right? And I also pre-ordered that too, so it's gonna be coming next month. So it's really, really cool. And here is Mirage Fafnir. It's really surprising. It's surprisingly smaller than Wizard Fafnir. I think it's surprisingly smaller than Wizard Fafnir. It's small. It's definitely smaller, and it's probably smaller than other bays too, like Imperial Dragon. But Imperial Dragon was too buff and all that. It was too big. That's the problem. It was, and the gachi chip wasn't really aligned with the layer base, so that's how it made it burst. Even if it had dash driver, ignition dash, it didn't really work that well. Now let's assemble the Beyblade. Now I'm just gonna put it in the absorption mode, which is basically put the chassis right here. Wait, no, that's counter. Absorb. This is my first Super King Beyblade, so just pardon me. Now here we have the Fafnir chip, and I'll be doing a review of the teeth too. I'm gonna be comparing it to Beyblade. Those were the teeth. They are surprisingly weak. I think the rubber's more harder than Wizard. I don't know about that because I don't actually have Wizard, so I can't really say, but I don't know if Wizard's rubber is harder or Mirage's rubber is harder. Either way, this is a really good Beyblade. I think this is a really good Beyblade. Even I think the teeth will really not matter because, you know, it's still gonna do fine. I can just hand spin it like this. Rage Along this is coming next month. Really good. And let's look at the combinations. And let's take a look at Rage Along this custom combo. Okay, look at the combinations. Let's see the combinations. So I don't have this. I have this. I have this. I don't have this, and I don't have this. So basically, I only have the Super Ring because this is my first Super King Beyblade, Mirage Fafnir, and I can't really do anything. Helios, 1D, and Hybrid, I don't have that. I basically don't have any of these except for Fafnir. So there's basically the first combo is the defense one is Helios, Mirage Helios, 1D Hybrid, King Fafnir, 1B Exceed, Cursed Hyperion, 2S, and Revolve. Okay, pretty good combo. I don't think Revolve would be the best driver. I think this one would be the best driver. Along this, the one I'm getting this next month, I already pre-ordered, so you should be waiting for the unboxing. And here are the two sparking bays. It's actually Louis is gonna be owning this Beyblade for sure, and it's hinted to have explosive power. Now here is the two sparking launchers. One is the right one is the left one. Obviously I can't get it because it's so expensive. And yeah, here's Mirage Fafnir. Let's put it in the counter mode. Let's put Mirage Fafnir in the counter mode, which is supposed to it's basically against the lefts. See, more counter. You can see these three spikes getting bolted out, like, and yeah. Teeth, not really good. I would say Chozi Sprig is way better, and not really comparable against even Chozibe. And yeah, test battle, because after what happened with the teeth, I hope it doesn't burst that much because Wizard Fafnir has a reputation, and I hope this one doesn't. And we're in the stadium, and this is the weird Infinity NATO stadium that everyone was talking about. And let's record the battles. Time lapse of how long Mirage Fafnir can spin. As you can see, Mirage Fafnir spanned for a pretty long time. I don't know how much seconds it spanned for, but it spanned 7 seconds in time lapse. And if someone can calculate how much time that would take in real life, that would be really cool. That would be really appreciated. So thanks. I'm sorry for using this stadium. This is the fake. This is the Infinity NATO stadium I bought from Toys R Us. It's not really an official stadium though, but this is the only stadium I have. So, and it was pretty cheap. So yeah. The size comparison as here's Chosen Spriggan and here's Mirage Fafnir. You could say they're about the same size, but I think Chosen Spriggan's bigger. And let's throw in Dead Hades that I got from a random booster. It's pretty rare. Smaller than Mirage Fafnir. And finally, Venom Diabolus. I would say, I don't know, maybe Diabolus is bigger. Yeah, I think Diabolus is bigger. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching the Mirage Fafnir video. I hope you guys liked the unboxing for Mirage Fafnir. I'm really glad that I got it early, and the chest, yeah. That's basically it. And unfortunately, I could not record any battles to it because I don't really have a tripod to record a battle to it. And my stadium, it's not really an official stadium. It's just an Infinity NATO stadium. Also, if you were asking me where I get my Beyblades, I get it from Amazon Japan. Or if not Amazon Japan, if Amazon Japan is too expensive, I just buy from Korean toy shop. Korean Beyblades are basically the same thing as Japanese Beyblades, and they have absolutely no difference. So yeah, I also don't have another person to record the battles with because I don't know why you ask me. And thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.